chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time, I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. You know, go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars, bitch gonna say I'm wrong. I respect honor, but you deserve not us, so this don't gotta take that long. Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate.
What you yapping for? We don't even have to go through all the back and forth. You ain't gotta look me in my eyes. Don't do that no more. Please don't do that.
Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time, I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. You know, go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars, bitch gonna say I'm wrong. I respect honor, but you deserve not us, so this don't gotta take that long. Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate.
What you yapping for? We don't even have to go through all the back and forth. You ain't gotta look me in my eyes. Don't do that no more. Please don't do that.
Now you want me to stay, I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name, I'm not Bobo the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time, I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't.
It is called Checkmate. Hello, how are y'all doing? Hi guys, what's going on? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, hi, hello. Pleasure to see you. Hi all, how's the kids? How am I doing today? Significantly better. Significantly better. Thankfully, my body hasn't decided to reject pain meds, which is always cool. I love that for me. I love that for me. So, always fun and fabulous and just awesome. And thank you for the subscriptions. Appreciate that. Welcome to Nights. Thank you so much. So, that's always good for me. I'm going to see if it's picking up the other chat. Give me 1 second to make sure all my chats are up. Lost song's called Checkmate. Oh, sorry. Checkmate by Taraj. I'm so sorry. This is called Checkmate. This is like, that tells you nothing. Tells you 0 things. I'm so sorry. It's Checkmate by Taraj. All right. Okay. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, that pops up. Cool. All right. The short chat is up there. Perfect. Cool. Just making sure my... Short chat. Hey. What's up? Elvis, if you want to be in the vertical chat, you're more than welcome to go to the vertical chat, because that's probably where the main stuff's going to be at today. In vertical. Oh. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we feeling today? How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing it? We all doing good? Hope we're all doing fantastic, great, having a good time. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's going to be really cool. Today, you're going to be on a lot of videos. Are you guys ready to be in a bunch of videos today? You guys ready to be in a bunch of videos? Because we're going to be making a bunch of videos today while we're on stream. Swap to vert, nice. I'm doing a lot better today. So, that'll be fun. So, yeah. Today will be a great day. Nothing bad ever happens to a Kennedy. You know? Nothing bad ever happens to a Kennedy. A little Bailey for me yesterday. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now you may not believe this, but I actually have no clue what that means. But I feel as though it's a karmic gesture of some sort. So I'm gonna take that and run with it. Thank you. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Boom, bang, boom. Call that fing, fang, foom. All right, get rid of that. Go there. Move you. And we are kind of cooking. Fantastic. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Initials CW, good to see you. That is my initials. Okie dokie, just copying my pause pass, be lived a good life. That's mainly my closure. I'm happy that you got closure for that. I'm super quiet. I am. 1, 2. Sorry about that. I was super quiet. Hi. Hello. How's it going? Is it a lot better? This is probably a lot better. Hi. Hello. Pleasure. Pleasurino. How's the foot? Well, I can walk around now. That's pretty cool. I can walk around a bit better. My body's gotten used to a bit of the pain, so the wind hurts like hell. Oh my god. It rained like crazy yesterday in Detroit, but it was like a little windy. The wind hurts. Oh my god, the wind hurts so bad. It is the most pain. Central West TV. The wind is not good. Hey, Crazy Rider. The wind is not good to me. Every time I get close to the wind, it is just pure evil. It is one of the worst experiences that I've had is dealing with the wind, and I didn't think I would be scared of the wind. It sucks. It sucks. It is so bad. It hurts like crazy. So we're gonna be talking about a few things. My first thing I want to talk about was I've been seeing a lot of job shaming, so I'd like to go crazy with talking about that. So it was really it really was the wind. It really was the wind. That was really what was going on. Really what was going on. So we're gonna be talking about job shaming. And I'm not Kenneth drama. We're gonna be talking about that today. I've seen a lot of black Maga people. That's been kind of catching me off guard. Job, don't scare me like that. Sorry, job shaming. You're confused about job shaming. I'll explain it in a second. Oh, I'll explain. I'll explain. I'll get toss questions at me while I'm making a video. Is there still more in the Kenneth situation? A little bit. There's a little bit of a tizzy going on right now, so we'll talk about that. We'll say words like that. So Who's ready to be in a video? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Does it turn out that you have yourself? A little bit, yeah. Who's ready to be in a video? Everybody say hi, YouTube. Everybody say hi, YouTube. Everybody say hello. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi, YouTube. Everybody say hello. Everybody say what's up. And now I go into, let me see here. Let me everybody say hi, YouTube, right quick. Let's see. Where's the boom boom? You good? Here it goes. Perfect. That was the wrong scene. Everybody saying hi, YouTube? Perfect. Job shaming. That's right. I'm shaming you for working. You're making money. You're disgusting. You disgust me in every capacity. As a matter of fact, the instant I see you work inside of your job, I get angry. Why don't you have $1 million job? Why aren't you a doctor, an astronaut, a lawyer? Why are you working at McDonald's, bro? You're working at McDonald's? That's disgusting. I hate every single second of it. You should be working at a reputable job and making millions and billions of dollars. Hello, everybody. We're live right now over on Twitch. You can look at my eyes, look at me, look right here, look inside my pupils. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm putting on some other glasses. Thanks for following. I'm going to explain something very easy for you. People on the internet will hate you for anything. I know. Seems crazy. Seems a little bit nuts. Seems a little bit psychotic to hate you for simply existing, rubbing your body down in oil, using peanut butter on your sandwich, but it's not crunchy, it's smooth. Now people are going to say, actually, crunchy peanut butter is better. Everything you could possibly fathom, every follicle of your foreskin is going to get analyzed when you upload to the internet. That's just the reality of the situation and the reality of life. That's how it operates. Sorry, I'm wincing in pain. I moved my foot a little bit because my foot's in heavy pain. By the way, if you want to, you can go ahead and donate to the GoFundMe. Just wanted to point that out. Now then, let's talk about what I've been seeing popping up and propagating all over the internet. What I've been seeing, besides that song that popped up for 2 seconds, is people job shaming. Oh, it's disgusting. It's weird. It's wacky. It's stupid. It's nasty. Oh, it's vitriolic. Worst thing you're ever going to see in your entire life. People actively angry that people have money, bread, cheddar, guala, dollar bills, y'all. Let's talk about job shaming.
I just got laughed at because I had to go get a full-time job. Stop judging people for having a job. In this economy, people do actually have to work multiple jobs just to pay their bills. My bills are paid. I have hot running water, food in my fridge. How dare you make fun of somebody for working a job to pay their bills and to...
This happens, it probably happened a lot earlier on for a lot of people. For instance, when your mom said, you don't want to be a garbage man. Did you know garbage men make more than, oh, this is going to sound crazy. Garbage men make more than teachers. That's right. That trash man picking up your trash makes more than a teacher. That's the reality of the situation. They make money. They go insanity. You hate to see it. That's insane. Hate to see it.
Live. The economy is shit. Gas is high as fuck. Did we lose the fucking plot? I just got laughed at because I had to go get a full-time job. Stop judging people.
So you will get laughed at for having a full-time job, and his creator is Jordan Terry. You will have a horrible time with a lot of people because they're not understanding that you do need multiple jobs. For instance, I'll tell you a little fun tale, a little bit of an aside here. My mother works 3 jobs. I know. You're a big YouTuber. You should pay for your mother's everything. I don't make that much money. But my mother works 3 jobs. She works at the mold and dye company for Jeep. She works as a cleaning lady. And she does DoorDash, Instacart, and she does any kind of gig work on the side that she could possibly do. That is her life right now. Now, she told me in confidence, well, if you just tie up your bootstraps, you can figure it out. My mother called me crying 2 weeks ago, explaining how horrifying it was to work all these jobs and how stressful it is, and she doesn't understand how I'm doing it. I said, Mother, even with my YouTube career, I literally still work a job. I can't work that job too good right now because I was doing what's called Shift Smart and Instacart with my wife's car. I was doing those things. I can't do that too good right now because of my foot, so that's a little bit messy. So I was actively working a side job while still doing YouTube. And it is horrible for my mother. I don't want her to suffer. That lady gave birth to me. Did she raise me good? That's up for debate. But she definitely did go crazy. You hate to see it. It was disgusting. Hate every single second of it. So, job shaming is not healthy, comfortable, or nice. Thanks for following. I appreciate that. Now then, we're going to go ahead and go to this one.
if you're one of those people who job shame, you're lame as fuck and you should be embarrassed. I don't give a fuck if they're 45 years old, they work at fucking Burger King or Taco Bell or whatever the hell they do, janitor. It doesn't matter. You're lame as fuck. If you hate on someone who is just minding their own business, trying to get some food in their mouth and a roof over their head, and you talk shit on it, you're fucking lame. You're not better than anyone. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. I don't give a fuck how big your house is. I don't give a fuck what kind of car you drive or what kind of jewelry you have. You are not better than the next man. You're fucking lame if you do that, and you should be ashamed of yourself, and your parents should have done better.
It's what kills me is that it's very difficult, right? Very difficult to get a job. Thank you for calling on my sweater. It's very difficult to get a job in this economy. You could submit 167,000 applications and maybe get 5 callbacks. You need to submit a resume, do all this stuff, do all these things. You got to make sure you're good. And here goes the hardest part, right? You'll see all these people say, well, if you're homeless, just get a job. So easy. If you don't have a house, just buy a house. It's this just do it mentality. I understand Nike is a great logo. I do love Nike. They're fun. I appreciate them a lot. I like the logos of Nikes. They're fun. I appreciate it. But what people are not understanding is that people don't have the ability or avenues to do so. Little known fact. When I was homeless, I set my address at a separate place. Reason I did that was because I needed an address to get a job. In order to get a job, you need an address, because your job wants you to have a place where you primarily stay. If you're homeless and you don't have an address, you can't do that. Thankfully, there's a bunch of abandoned houses in Detroit where I could do that. That's the reality of it. It's what I did. And then I got a gym membership at Planet Fitness, and I ended up using their showers after begging for money. I got a membership and paid it off for about a year, which is somewhere around the range of like $180 for a year at Planet Fitness for a basic membership. I used that shower. I used the soap to wash under my armpits, and I washed my clothes in the sink. That's what I did. I went to soup kitchens, and I made sure that I looked reputable in some capacity. I went behind thrift stores, and I kind of climbed in those donation bins that Goodwill has around, and I looked through clothes that look nice. So that's exactly what I did. That's the reality of the world. Sucked. Horrifying. And I was homeless in the winter. Being homeless in the winter and being homeless in regular time, you know, the summer and spring, oh, it's wildly different. It sucked. You shouldn't shame people for trying to, I don't know, live. This creator is Dion Cobbs, by the way, if you're curious about that one. So let's get to this guy.
One day a student told me, my mom said I should always do my best in school and be successful so I don't have to be a janitor. Now granted, the student was in kindergarten and he was just repeating what his mom had told him, but parents, that's something y'all have to be mindful of. Like when you job shame in front of your child, that's sending your child the wrong message, because at the end of the day, a job is a job, and majority of jobs out there, no matter what it is, no matter what the title, they directly or indirectly help other jobs out.
I want to point this out, right, too. Let's say you make fun of the McDonald's worker. Right? You make fun of that McDonald's worker. You make fun of that person. You make fun of that person that's working at McDonald's. Well, now you got to speak to AI, buddy. You've been making fun of the McDonald's worker. You shouldn't be working at McDonald's, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. Put the fries in the bag, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. Now you got to speak to the AI, because you shame these people, and they don't want to do that because they don't want to get judged. They don't want to get judged. It's disgusting. It's nasty. You hate to see it.
Like, put it to perspective. Let's say you have a school custodian. Do you know what all custodians do in schools? They keep schools clean. They keep the operations running. If your child has a clean bathroom to go to with toilet paper and soap and paper towels, who do you thank for that? The custodian. So as a parent, you should always be mindful of what you tell your child. And I understand that that could have been a situation where the parent meant to say a certain thing, it just didn't come out right. I get that, because there was also a time where I've seen students spill something on the ground, whether it was some paper, whether it was their lunch, and they just stood there and looked at it and didn't pick it up. One student even said to me, oh, well, can the custodian get it? And I'm just...
That's a bit psychotic. It's very privileged to do so, because you have to just be nice in society. You gotta be nice in society. You do. You don't disrespect workers. You don't disrespect service workers. You hopefully can leave tips if you can. If you can't, then you don't have to. I'm very specific about tip culture. I don't want to talk about it, but it's very important. It's very important to do so.
It's like, no, the custodian is not going to pick up paper after you. We're not doing that. We're not making the custodian's job harder than it needs to be, especially with some paper. And that was a little lesson I had with my students, respecting other people and their jobs. And then we came up with so many examples of different jobs. This job can help out this job. This job helps out this job this way. Again, parents, that's something where you need to A, teach your child to respect other people's jobs, and B, independence and responsibility. Like, when your child gets into kindergarten, they shouldn't be saying, oh, well, the custodian can do it. No, you need to teach them that, because I can easily tell, any teacher can easily tell the child who gets babied at home, their parents do everything for them, because like I said, they'll drop something on the floor and just look at it. 5-year-old kid, they're old enough to pick up their own stuff and be responsible for their own stuff. And teach your children to be respectful of other people's jobs, no matter what it is. Server, custodian, lawyer, doctor. Respect all jobs. Job shaming, we're not doing that.
Yeah, please don't. I hate this, the way it operates. I'll talk more about it after we get through these videos. This is Teach with Trey, by the way. This is TikTok Career Teacher Trey. You can see on the top right over there. I hate doing that. And this is the video I wanted to get to the most. This one is an example of people that job shame, if you're looking for an example of what job shaming actually is.
So what do you do for work, Andrew? I'm a barista in a coffee shop. All right. So is that all that you do? What do you mean? I mean, is this a job that you do while you're studying, or? No, I'm not studying or anything. This is just my job. Yeah, okay, but surely you've got plans to move on soon, you know, and do something different. You don't want to be...
Yeah, it's usually the career talk that gets me. It's usually the career talk. People talk about having careers or something of that variety, where they say, oh, I want to have a career. I want to have a big career. You don't have to have this gigantic career or this big manifesto-ass plan to do that. You don't need that. You really don't need that. You just need to have a job in general. That's important.
a barista forever, do you? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I might not. But surely you want to be more than just a barista. I like being a barista. Really? Yes.
I don't know what accent this is. I don't know what accent this is. I imagine it's some British accent, but it reminds me of the Mighty Boosh for some reason. It reminds me of want to see watercolors. It reminds me of old Greg. I like his accent a lot.
But surely that's not a job that you should be doing for your whole life. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shame anyone that works in a coffee shop or anything. I really appreciate that people make coffee. You know, I buy coffee from baristas all the time, so I really appreciate them. I know they're really valued, but you just seem like a really smart boy, and you know, you don't want to waste your potential in a coffee shop, do you?
So, and it's just this kind of mentality and mindset is very damaging to people's mental, to hear this all the time from so many other people that just don't understand what it's like to actually struggle. And when I was homeless in Detroit, I do want to state this right quick before we continue. I didn't have a car. Well, let's jot that down. See a lot of people asking, did I have a car? I didn't have a car. Period. So I was just kind of sleeping inside of dumpsters, and I went nose blind real fast. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car. Wow, how would I have a car? I didn't. Just want to point that out. Sucked like shit. Sucked. I was really outside. I was outside. If you're homeless in the winter in Detroit, I would recommend never going downtown because there's the river right there. Never do that. Get as far away from the water as humanly possible. I'd say stay next to churches if you possibly can. You can sleep in the basement of churches, or abandoned buildings is the best way I would describe it. I was staying in a lot of abandoned buildings, so that's what I did. So that's what a lot of my life was for a large part of my life, just to express and explain what I went through when I was homeless in Detroit. It sucked. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
If you need any advice, I know some people that did like fast track courses to get into like accountancy and finance and stuff. So you might be interested in doing something like that, you know, a lot more respectable than working at a coffee shop, I would say. Right, yeah. If I ever change my mind, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I've had conversations like that as a lot. A bit less British, but I've had conversations exactly like that. That's just what it is. Now, I was going to play this last video. Actually, I will.
Y'all, social media really done messed up the real world. Cause why is it that if you come across a video nowadays where some brothers working an honest job, flipping burgers, mopping the floors, contributing to society, why is it that you have a bunch of reject NPC mongrels in the comments saying, oh, bro working a job, bro at Mickey D's, bro doing this. At least he's getting to the paper, bro.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, it's an end to a means, right? That's really what it is. It's really what it is. Oh, I gotta survive, and surviving is the most important thing. It's just a means to an end.
A piece of bread is better than no bread, right? You getting to the paper and doing it legally. And mind you, we are in an economic crisis, y'all. Not everyone can be a streamer. Not everyone can be a rapper. Not everyone can be a dancer. Not everyone can be a bunch of these different things that look all elaborate on social media.
It's true. I keep, and this is a big issue I notice as well. I keep seeing people want to be streamers or creators or entertainers. You may not be able to do that. You know? You know what I mean? You may not be able to do that. You may not have the capability or capacity to do that. You may just, sadly, not be funny or entertaining. Or maybe when you play video games, you just look at the screen like this and don't say words. And people want to be entertained and not just watch the gameplay. And you're complaining about not having a bunch of viewers and people watching your stuff. And you're complaining for the simple fact of the matter that nobody's watching your stuff. And I want to talk about the complaining thing right fast, because there's a guy I saw earlier, and I want to talk about this as an aside. There's a guy I saw earlier right here, Jordan K. I want to point this out. He was talking about how he's not getting that many views on his video, and so I watched his entire video. I watched his whole video, and I made a critique about it. I watched your whole video. I imagine you do long plays, but I wasn't very entertained by any of the dialogue, to be fair. I think you should edit more, talk more, have more cuts, or play something more popular, because I've never heard of Burgling Gnomes, despite the fact that it just came out perhaps in early access. There's, like, not a huge reason to watch you considering the market. There just isn't. There are thousands upon thousands of people competing on this here internet, and the only reason I even saw this post was you complaining, because my algorithm gives me drama, hate, and anger, because I like saying that a lot. I just do. You are positive, joyful, jovial, and I have a lovely voice. There is a market for that, but I don't see any reason or need or a pull for that. You are doing, well, for what you are doing. I also am not interested in the game, and you didn't make me interested. That's just what it was. You have to add something to the space besides yourself. You are a pleasant person. It seems though I enjoy that. You're sorry you're not getting attraction. Keep trying. Being a content creator is saying that you have to be a bit of a psychopath about this kind of stuff. You got to be crazy to do this, right? You have to. You have to. Happy you enjoy my sweater. You have to be willing to get people to click by any means possible. Then I showed the panel of Baki. I would show my a-hole if it meant winning. That's basically what you got to do. People need to understand that mentality about that.
We need people to work. I am so tired of you job shamers, man. What is wrong with working a job? I mean, trust me, I used to do it and I hated it, bro. I hate those jobs, but we need to do them, yo. I would much rather somebody work a job and flip patties at McDonald's for $19 an hour than sell crack and make something else.
Who's making $19 an hour flipping patties is what I gotta say. If I was making $19 at McDonald's, I would flip burgers. I just want to point that out. I don't. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Doesn't make any sense. I heard it's hard to make money off of art. It is. Yeah, more like 7. Yeah, I'm not making any money. 19 an hour? I don't know about that.
Really? Get it together, bro. I'm serious. If anybody in this comment section, anybody that's watching this video, ever feels ashamed for working a job, don't let no NPC degenerate bot on the internet make you feel different about yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm an honest contributing man in this society. I'm doing good things for the world. I'm working, I'm providing for myself, I'm doing it in a legal way, and I'm staying out the way. Fuck these bots.
Shout out Philly Boy Wonders. This is Philly Boy Wonder. Shout out him, man, and his amazing take about that. And it's very down to earth and understanding and how he operates. And I do gotta respect and appreciate the fact that he's, saying that take. And I think, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on this as totality. Hello everybody in chat, how's it going? So I think job shaming as a general concept, right, is one of the most disconnected things a person can do. People talk about employment, right, as though jobs are just sitting on the shelves waiting to be picked up. Oh, I can pick up a job. I can do this. Countless people, hundreds of people are sending hundreds of applications. They're rewriting resumes, attending interviews, getting ghosted, and then repeating that process over and over and over again. You know what sucks about that whole process in totality? It's the fact that you'll write a resume, okay, boom, and then somebody will use AI to write a resume, and then AI will pick out that AI resume because it has all the key points to it. It's AI writing on AI writing on AI, and then you decide to write AI, and now AI is rejecting AI and accepting AI, and it's all just automated because they can't do all those things. You have to literally network in order to get a job. You got to know people within the job. You know how I got a job at Amazon? My friend worked at Amazon, and he used me as, well, I used him as a referral, and then boom, he used me as a referral. He got $150 extra because I started working at Amazon is what happened. I don't know if that's, I use his referral code to get into Amazon because that's how jobs do. That's what happens in the reality of what's going on. Finding work has become a full-time job in itself. When someone finally gets hired somewhere, anywhere, the response should be, congratulations. Good job. That's it. That's it. Surviving is difficult. Paying bills is difficult. A person who has found a way to do either has already won more than most people. Having some sort of independence in any capacity is good. It is good. That's all that matters in this society. That's it. A lot of people have this fantasy that anyone could just walk into some perfect career with benefits and stability and we have upward mobility in this company. Did you know we have upward mobility? Did you know that? It's a competitive pay. Stupid. Insane. The world does not operate that way. Rent exists. Food exists. Utilities. Transportation. Life keeps sending invoices whether you have your dream career or not. A paycheck from a job you may not love still keeps the lights on. And it still gets food on the table. Still gives you a chance to make it to tomorrow. There is dignity in work and survival. If you look at anybody and look down on them or someone else's job who has never had to choose between paying the electric bill and buying groceries, you suck. You genuinely suck. This strange hierarchy people create around jobs, it fascinates me. It really, really fascinates me because I don't get it. I don't get it. How do you mock a janitor while walking through a clean building? How do you do that? This reminds me of, and this is a little bit of an aside, reminds me of Christians who believe in magic but hate gay people. So you think that Jesus turned water into wine, but you don't think a man can love another man? You believe that God created this earth out of nothing in 7 days, but that it's people can't love each other? That's crazy. Where do I work? DoorDash, Instacart, Shift Smart, wherever I can get gig work, and YouTube is my main job. People will mock the guy picking up your trash. Guess what, brother? It will be stuck there if you didn't. You're insane. You're enjoying streets free of mountains of trash. How can you mock a fast food worker and then get angry when your favorite restaurant is understaffed? Oh, I don't want to talk to this AI. Well, you've been mocking all the fast food workers. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. That's what you keep telling people. Society depends on people doing these jobs every single day. Entire cities would collapse into dysfunction without them. The people doing these jobs deserve so much respect. Not you weirdos sneering at them, right? If the janitor stops showing up, the building gets dirty. That's what happens. The trash will pile up. The restaurant closes early. You don't fix any of that. And you know what always gets me? Oh my God, it starts so, I would say, early. Many of the careers people love to shame can pay surprisingly well. You know what I mean? Garbage collectors in many areas earn very solid wages and get really good benefits. My friend is a garbage collector. He makes $75K a year. That's crazy money. That's more than I make with YouTube. Skilled tradesmen can build excellent careers. You know what we need? I keep telling people this. We don't need streamers or influencers. We need plumbers, electricians, and welders. Especially welders. They're in enormous demand. Everyone says everyone needs to go to college. Entire industries are desperately searching for skilled workers. You do not have to have prestige or run in an office or work in something of that variety. You don't need to do that. Society runs on people doing necessary work. necessary work. Many people don't know about this in Detroit, but this place called Belle Isle, right? In Belle Isle, there is a island, right? It's an island, and we need people to work on Belle Isle to go around and be park rangers. That's what we need. The person who fixes your furnace in January is not less valuable than the person who designed the furnace. The person who hauls away your trash is not the person who wrote the zoning laws about the trash. Value is not some vain popularity contest. You understanding that? You understand that? Do you grasp that? There's also this obsession with comparing careers instead of understanding what communities actually need. Every child cannot be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or CEO. Communities need, I don't know, mechanics, truck drivers, sanitation workers, construction workers, people willing to repair, build, transport, clean, and maintain the infrastructure that keeps all of modern life functioning. A city with no plumbers, that's a shitty disaster, literally. A city with no electricians, we wouldn't even be streaming right now. A city with no one willing to work the overnight shift at the grocery store, because, you know, that's important. You need to stock those things. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Understand that. The broader economic reality makes job shaming so much more absurd. I don't even understand how people are job shaming. How are we doing this? Right? I don't get this. People are dealing with rising costs everywhere they turn. Housing remains a burden for many families. Groceries continue to strain budgets. Wages have not kept pace with the expensive people like expenses people face. When someone is working honestly and legally to support themselves, I do mean legally. I'm watching you guys. That effort should be wildly respected. Every person trying to make ends meet is already carrying enough pressure. They don't need strangers deciding their paycheck is not prestigious. Oh, it's not prestigious enough. You know what the paycheck does? Food, rent, electricity, roof over my head. That's the purpose of a paycheck. I don't care about impressing you with my tax bracket. That's stupid. Instead of attacking workers, people should direct energy towards improving working conditions and conditions for all workers. How about we fight for better wages? Huh? How's that? Anybody consider that? Huh? Ever figured that out? People should direct their energy towards doing that. Fight for stronger labor protections. Fight for affordable housing. Fight for policies that help ordinary people thrive. Call your representatives. Attend local meetings. Pay attention to city council, school boards, local elections. Participation matters. The people making decisions, right? The people making decisions notice when citizens consistently show up and demand change. Complaining online has its place, but local involvement creates actual pressure. That's really important. Do not shame yourself. If you're working hard, paying your bills, supporting your family, learning a trade, stocking shelves, driving trucks, collecting garbage, cleaning offices, serving food, fixing bikes, wiring home, or doing any other legal job, hold your head high. Your value as a human being is not determined by somebody else's ranking system. The goal is not simply to survive forever. You need to work for a thriving wage. That's what you need. Every honest step towards stability matters. Every paycheck earned matters. Every worker deserves respect for help keep the world moving. The world does not move on prestige. You just got to show up. That's the impossibility that we need to talk about. That's important to me. That's wildly important to me. The next time someone mocks a worker, ask who cleans their office. Ask them who picks up their trash. Ask them who made the coffee they are drinking. The silence after those questions is what you should really be talking about. And with that being said, everybody say bye, YouTube. Everybody say bye. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this. This was live. I'm live right now. Everybody up there is congratulating you. Bye, bye, bye. Everybody saying bye. And that's all it for this one. And don't forget, in the top comment, there's a link to the GoFundMe because my foot is in searing pain. I'm out. Peace. Bye. All right, we got a video done. Now, who said I'm lying about the GoFundMe? Somebody in the other chat? Who said that? I'm sorry, who said that? Somebody said I'm lying about going through pain. Who said that? Zadi. Yo, are you faking stories to make more money with GoFundMe? No. I wish I was. I would put the goal at $1 million is what I would do. I would make 1 billion things. I wish I was lying. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be outstanding. I wish I was. And then I would just be able to. I feel like that'd be easier if I was just lying. I don't know what to tell you, right? I don't know. I mean, do you think you can reverse? I would love it if you reverse image searched it. As a matter of fact, right? Who wants to reverse image search the image of that foot, right? Because maybe, just maybe, who knows? Maybe something will pop up. Well, how do I do reverse image search, right? You didn't realize it was a video? Oh yeah, the thing I was doing. I'm here. I mean, I don't know. I would love it. That'd be great. I'd love that. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet. I mean, be awesome. Be real cool. How do we reverse image search? Let me go to reverse image. There we go. What happened to my foot anyway? Well, little buddy. You're in for a tale. Did I use Tiny Eye? Hold on. I got attacked on my way home from Pride is what happened. So let's put in the image of my foot. This is my foot. Hi, how's it going? Show matching images. What do we got? Don't really see anywhere. Just, it's literally my GoFundMe, and that's it. My YouTube, my GoFundMe. That's the only place you're gonna find an image of my burn. This is nowhere else. It's literally my foot. You can see other foot burns, but that's literally my foot. You can do reverse image search all day. That is my foot. You're gonna find my image that I posted on the internet if you're looking for other things and trying to disprove me. You're more than welcome to. I really don't know what happened. Attack, oh my god, what happened? It makes me not want to go to Pride, especially since I live in the Chicagoland area. Chicago is more accepting than Detroit. We looking at feet now? It's AI. Next. That's true. That's true. You're right. I forgot about the AI angle. I forgot about the angle of AI. How could I be so vain and stupid? Obviously, it's just AI. How could I be so dumb? I'll try doing it when I get paid. Thank, I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure my foot will be good. I'm walking around pretty good right now. It's pretty fine. It's starting to scab up ever so slightly, so that's always cool. A little bit of a scab. Getting a little bit of scabs. So, Grok, is this real? Is this real, Grok? Is this real? Looks like a chemical burn. It's more so, it was some oil of some sort from a pan. I've been AI this whole time. I've been AI. Says it's expired. Did it? Okay, I might have to make a new Discord link. I'll probably make a new Discord. Did you make a report? So this is cool. What? And this, Cody, I don't mean to yell at you. I'm so sorry. I'm not here to attack you in any capacity. What the hell would a report do? Right? What would a report do? I went to the police. I'm going to make a video about that, by the way, because I went to the... What would a report do? I went to the police. I'll make a video about that soon, because I'm very angry still. But they don't care. They don't care. It's just my foot got damaged. I could tell them where it happened, and then they could investigate maybe, but Detroit has too much crime. I hope my recovery goes good too. Gee willikers, man. I really do hope it does good. All right, let's see here. Thank you very much, Finboy Fry. Appreciate that. For the $2. It's a customer service where only people asking these questions are people who have never had a hate crime-ish experience. I can imagine so. Shot, too bad. Essay, that's pretty much what it is. Here, do this essay kit. Thanks for the jewels. Appreciate that. Loud as heck. Caught me a little bit off Gizzard. Destroyed me a little bit. So now that we made the first video, guys, we've created the first video. You know what that means? That means we edit the first video. Means I make this in 10 seconds. That means I grab the clip I just made and just make that in like 10 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. Schlibbly leak, schlabbly goom. We go ahead and go crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I was gonna say ice cream. Ice cream! You scream, I scream, we all scream for me! What was that? That was Twisted Metal. That's what it was. The electric person.
And that work job. Don't all because
Jug and
job. Stop judging.
ability. All right, cool. That's the volume I care about. And now after I put the volume on there, watch this. Watch that. You can't see what I'm doing because I refuse to share my screen right now because I'm lazy. Boom. You heard this 1 second of sound. Boom, 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 boom. Adjust the audio level for the. I'm just explaining what I'm doing. Adjust the audio level. The response. Boom. That's pretty good. I'm gonna lower the volume ever so slightly. That's good. There's a slight music in the background. and then I add my stinger clip at the end, and that's the video. I finished the video. Now I wait for it to render out. That's it. That's all I ever do. Boom, boom. All right. Okay. I got cheese. My favorite cheese. Sarah's play music right now? Never. I would play music, but every time I play music, my stream gets demonetized like crazy. I'll play music, and then they'll say, "Hey, we've demonetized your stream, black boy." Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate the demonetization. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you learn your lesson next time, Blackie. Hope you learn your lesson. What did I do? I can listen to literally just Good Kid. I think that's it. I think Good Kid is the only person that I can listen to without getting striked like crazy. Yeah, it's probably just Good Kid, right? Yeah, I can listen to just Good Kid. Hold on. I mean,
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. Listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'd wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, won't you bed walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start.
job share. Not even karaoke, it's just me lip syncing. The only song I can karaoke is like if I can find the lyrics, I can sing the song. Hold on. What's the it's the Jungle Book. Hold on. What's the one thing? Oh, that's from the start by Good Kid. It's Lafe. I'll be like you lyrics. Is this one? Some now I'm the king of the swigger set, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and just be like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, whoopie doo. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true that an ape like me can learn to be human too. That's all I got. That's like the best I can probably do. That's the best I can sing. Like that's like that, and whatever the Borderlands opening is the best of my singing ability, which is pretty much the end of my singing ability. It's the I was walking down the street when at the corner of my eye saw a pretty little thing approaching me. And I never seen a man who looks so all on it cause you use little company. And if you pay the right price, your evening will be nice and you can go and see me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet thing while you're doing this to yourself. She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no place for this. This ain't no rest for the wicked. And money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free. So I can't slow down. I can't hold back, though, you know. I wish I could. And no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. That's pretty much all I got for there. Can I get some motivation to go to work? Here goes your motivation to go to work. Here goes your motivation to go to work. Well, get up out of bed. I 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 get up out of bed. Move, move, move. And get up out of bed. There you go. That's all I got. That's it. There. Go to work. Go. Make it into a profile. Go. I'm razzled and dazzled. Outstanding. Is this the Black Maga TikTokers? No, not yet. Well, we did the one topic so far, and that's one. So what I need to do is actually make a thumbnail first. Before I do anything, I probably should make a thumbnail. Ah. Hey, baby, could you close the door? Huh? Yeah. Ooh. Damn, this is amazing. God damn, this is insane. Whoa. God damn. Whoa, what is this with pencil? Oh, you did this with pencil. Damn, this is insane. God, this is insane. This is the most insane piece I've seen ever. This is crazy. Jesus Christ. Would you use like a reference image? Okay, that's crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is insane. Look at that. Oh yeah, she's insanely talented. She can moonwalk and I can't. Well, I can moonwalk now. She taught me how to moonwalk. This is really good. Thank you, baby. That's really good. Are you gonna keep drawing? No. That's really good. That's really impressive. That was really good. That was some of the best art I've seen. That was pretty good. Little Nugget Space, she was amazing for it, yeah. That was good. That was really good. I wanna be a man cub. Stroll right into town. His hat fell off. All right, now we have our two images. I use a thing called snipping tool on my computer to grab those scenes. Right, that's the first step. Now I use Photopea. Photopea is a free thing you can use. Anybody is free to use it. It's free. It just asks you to do a donation, but you don't have to do a donation. It's not required for you to do a donation for that at all. You don't have to. It is encouraged to do a donation for that though. Let me grab this. Boom. Boom, boom. Now we have our two images, right? And now we find an image of my face. I have a bunch of them just saved. I recommend doing it that way. And then, boom. Now what I usually do is make sure you guys can see the top part, right? I make sure you guys can see the top part. And then I put a stroke around myself, usually white, and then make the stroke a little bigger, right about there. That's good. That's good. That's good. I use Helvetica yellow every single time. And then put it in quotations so people know that I'm not making the statement myself. Make it a little bit smaller just for balance on the thumbnail. After the balance is good, we make this one black. And bada bing, bada boom. That's the entire thumbnail. That's it. And now we go to YouTube. YouTube. And then boom. And there we go. Now we go to that. I go to my finished videos. And then boom. And then TikTok job shaming is getting out of hand. I make sure I do the big words as capital. And then boom. And then boom. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I chapter my videos? That's always an important question. People always ask me that. Well, I have the thing right here to the right. I have where I talked about the video, and I can track the timeline. So I go through to the timeline, and I click like this. I click, hey guys, like that. Turn my monetization on, by the way. That's very important. Boom. Boom. And then I go down here. Ugh, disgusting. I go down here. And then I put it right below that. And then the next scene is right there. Boom. I have a second screen where I'm looking to the right there. So that's what it is. He does have the Threads Love style. Thank you. I appreciate that. So boom. See a Digital Circus finale in theaters. Oh, you went to see it. How'd you enjoy it? Was it good for you? Did you enjoy that? I'm not sure if you enjoyed it or not. And I want to point this out. If you're doing YouTube content, try your best to, at the bare minimum, do this step. Just putting chapters in a video does make a world's difference for a lot of people. It just does. Because people like seeing the chapters. And it doesn't take that much work. I imagine if you're making YouTube videos, you might be writing scripts because you're not good at talking anyways. So if you're already writing scripts, just do the extra effort. Just do the extra effort and actively do this part. Most people don't want to do this part. It makes the video look significantly more professional when you actually have this step. And then, boom. And then, boom. And I get my final thought section right here. And then, observe, class. We're done. We're done. We're done. We can do an A/B testing here. And then I could do a title suggestion. Yeah, I could do a title suggestion. Yeah. I'll just do that. There it goes. And then I schedule that for literally 8 o'clock tonight. And that will come out when my stream ends. And then you guys go over there and you'll crowd the video and give me your favorite pizza. Nobody can out Pizza the Hut. You can see my other videos right there. That's good. All right, now then. And that's that. That's how I make videos. That's pretty much my entire video making process in a nutshell. That's what I always do. What's an A/B testing? So you do get extra credit. You do get extra credit. Just know that you must. It's on the syllabus. You guys don't have to come in for the test next week. So you guys are good that way. A/B testing is, you know how you'll see a video change the title and it tests out 3 different titles throughout, seeing which one people click on more, and they choose that title. That's what it is. Pepperoni, Black Olives. Oh, Black Olives and pepperoni. That's a go-to combo. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I said people were already upset with Glitter Goose, and that just amplified the hate for the movie. Yeah, it did. It did. It really did. It did amplify the hate for the movie a lot, which I don't think is. I don't think that's conducive for actually talking about the actual stuff. It's not conducive at all. It doesn't help anybody do that. Oh, I can talk. We got something to talk about. You guys want to talk about Streaming University? What do you think of the game announcements this summer? I'm excited for Jujutsu Kaisen. Excited for Jujutsu Kaisen a lot. I'm really excited for Jujutsu Kaisen. That's gonna be really cool. Jujutsu Kaisen is fun. Dragon's Dogma got DLC. Oh my god, I forgot. October. We're getting DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh my god. Has anybody seen that? It's so good. Oh, we're getting DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh my god, we're getting DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh my god. You don't understand. I am the biggest, and I mean this from my whole chest, the biggest Capcom fan of all time. Hi Jessica. I am such a big Capcom fan. It is my favorite thing. Yes, October. It's coming out October. I'm super excited. I'm over the moon. I'm very hype about this. I'm very hype about this. So, it's really good. What is Dragon's Dogma about? I do play Tekken. What's Dragon's Dogma about? I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. Persona 6 is literally cool. Yo, famo, you're a dork. Is that a person in chat? I'll show you. This is Dragon's Dogma. This is Dragon's Dogma. Let me show you the game. Someone told me to make a funny, silly face. Fries on God. So this is Dragon's Dogma. The premise of the game is a beautiful game. It's lovely. Hello? Did I just do a quest? What is this? I don't care about you. What just happened? Why am I on an ox cart? What? Hey, thanks for the $10. I appreciate that. Who is this person? What is this person? Take a side. I don't know who you are. Whoever this person is getting cooked. Anyways, my foot, pretty bad. What's up? It's still damaged. Like, nothing changed about that. It's still damaged. Still very damaged. Alright. I don't know I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. Wish I could play you sometime. You sound like a fun king player. I'm a Jack main. Oh man. Oh, you're gonna hate me. I'm not a king player. I'm an evil. Hey, thanks for following. I appreciate it. I'm a very evil, very evil. Thank you, hit me. Man cub, make a deal with you. What I desire is minus files to make my dreams come true. I wouldn't say that now. This game is disgustingly good. It's really fun. I'm playing as a really disgusting class right now. And I don't have my thing. Do I have a fairy stone or something? I'm level 999, by the way. That's where I'm at. Evil? He admits he's evil, cancel? Me? Yeah. He admits he's evil. I pray. I pray someone cancels me. Legends of Kimori. What is that? I feel like I've heard of that before. Why have I heard that name before? The map is great. This is a fun game. I love this game a lot. So this is Dragon's Dogma. If you're curious about what the game is, where did I go? What mission did I just undertake where I just got lost immediately? Let me just. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what all this garbage is. Okay, cool. Here we go. I love King of the Hill. I'm a huge fan of King of the Hill. Great, great show. Amazing. They released. I'm having a great, great, great day so far now that all your guys are all here. I think King of the Hill specifically, what I enjoy a lot about King of the Hill is the new one. The new one is really good. Your Steam Deck got broken? Well, then you better get it out. King of the Hill is great. Great, 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 great game. Sorry your Steam Deck got broken, buddy. But this is the game. This is probably how I'm going to do gaming streams from going forward, is how I'm going to do them. Play Legend of Kimori. Not sure exactly what that is. Yeah, I'm kind of lost right now, but this is the game. This is the game. Oh, it's not slop. It's really good, actually. The new season is phenomenal. Really good game. I like it. Fun game. I like the game. Legend of Kimori. All right. Legend of Kimori. A lot of horse stuff. Looks very horse oriented. Is it a lot of horse stuff in here? A lot of horse stuff. I'm looking at a lot of horse stuff. Is there like battling? Okay. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. You like horses? Nice. Whew. All right. All right, guys. We can focus on another subject now. Thank you for following John Fortnite. I appreciate that. Hey, thanks for following Fun Predictable. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's talk about it, fellas. Let's talk about Streamer University. All right, everybody say hi, YouTube. Everybody say hello. Everybody say what's up. What's cracking? Everybody say hi. Everybody give your condolences. Everybody say how's the kids. Everybody say how's the family. What the hell is your university? Well, I'm glad you asked. Glad you asked. Everybody say hi. Ladies with smooth, disgusting, small, frail, little, gentle hands, and ladies with big, monstrous, meaty claws that are going to be used to smack down the bears in the forest after you chose the bear over the man, which is reasonably so. Proud of you. I am here to talk to you about Kai Snap. Kai Sneenit? Kai Simple? Kai, he's been gone so long, I forgot his name, but thankfully he came back with this illustrious trailer talking about Streamer University. He released this new trailer after coming back about, what was it? Oh, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, he came back to Streamer University and announced this. He's returned. The GOAT of streaming. No, he's back. Oh, Kai's back. Oh, he's back. Oh, it's crazy. He's back.
Streaming University. It's good to be back. Hello? Where's everybody at? It's application day. Hold on. What the hell? Hello? What's going on? Anybody home? It's application day. What we doing? Oh my gosh, what happened to this place? Are these supposed to be the new uniforms? Damn. Who's there? Is that you, Kai? Shh. Chris, what are you doing in there? They're everywhere. Huh? They're everywhere. Who? Why is nobody here? They taking over. Who?
I'm not too interested in this entire trailer, to be quite honest with you. I kind of want to increase the playback speed because I have low attention span. I'm not too interested, but Stream University is back in action. Is back what's going on. And we've been seeing a lot of people submit their applications for Stream University. I've been seeing a lot of them. A lot of them are really creative. Like this guy right here, very aggressive, but very creative. I like his. Let me go ahead and lower the playback speed. There it goes.
I'm Suburb Baby, and I've been making content for over 5 years, and my shit's so funny it'll make you cry tears. Laugh, bitch! Back in high school, I wanted to go to NBA. I was a real big dreamer. Till I realized I'm 5'6". I need to put the ball down and just become a streamer. 8 rounds, this way! I dropped out of college at the age of 18 to put more time into my content and make sure it gets seen. I always told my mom being a content creator, being a college was a red flag. But when I heard about Stream University, that flag turned green. What we doing? Now I know what you're thinking. Why should I be accepted in this Stream?
Now there's a bunch of these. There are there's like hundreds of things like that with same kind of editing style, same kind of snippets like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a crazy amount of them going crazy. I just realized I'm not doing it on vertical, but there's a lot of these ones. A lot of these ones. So they're going a little bit psychotic and sicko mode with how they're doing Stream University. So and then there's people like, and it's this whole debate about white people versus black people going, but then there's this one.
Hey, Kai. I didn't even see you there. Oh, this whole thing? Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just squeezing some early studying in, trying to look good for the professor, you know? Hey, Kai, it's me.
I'm bored. To be quite fair with you, I was a little bored watching a lot of these. I saved a bunch of them, and there's a lot of people applications, a lot of people going crazy, hot ones, stuff of that variety. There's people attending, telling what you not to do at Stream University, such as Coconata. And then there's Black Hokage submitting his thing to be a professor at Stream University because he needs to get some more publicity on his name. So that's pretty cool.
What's going on, beautiful people? My name's the Black Hokage, aka TBH, and to be honest, I'm applying to be a professor on season 2 of Streamers University. For those unfamiliar, I'm an 18-year veteran in the creator space, 14 years full-time, who creates a wide array of content from live streams to podcasts to sketches and video essays. Content creation has been a blessing to me, and I'm looking to give back to those who are new to the game. See, over my 18-year career, I've been blessed enough to travel the world, work alongside some of the biggest celebrities and brands, plus host my own television show on Comcast called X-Play. I've seen how this industry has evolved from its early days until now. So I believe I'm qualified for the position of professor because honestly, you aren't gonna find too many creators with a resume as strong as mine.
So I don't know if Black Hokage will actually get in despite his repertoire and stuff of that variety. The WL community only wants people that seem to be inflammatory or a little bit angry, and I feel sad for all the seemingly white people that are doing this. I like Squidamis. Squidamis is pretty cringe and annoying. I liked it a lot. It was really good.
I don't want to be in Stream University. I need to be in Stream University. I make no excuses when it comes to creating content. I'm a cosplayer. An underground rap fan. And probably the cringiest streamer ever. I can act normal though, I promise. I love to sing. I love to dance. And most importantly, I like to make people laugh. And I'm really good at it too.
3, 2, 1. That was nice.
I'm a 21-year-old Haitian girl from Chicago. I'm in college, and I've been doing content for about a year and a half. And I post about, like, at least once a day. Look, I think I'll succeed in Stream University because I'm the kind of person that can go up to anyone and strike up a conversation because my social anxiety is nowhere to be seen. I won't be scared to embarrass myself because I'm not afraid of who I am.
She would be good for Stream University for sure, especially if it's in Ohio, which is close to Chicago. And then there's Cutie Cinderella saying she's applying to culinary arts teacher so bum-ass streamers can finally learn how to cook themselves. And then there's this guy who made this really good one. His name is Ripsky. Ripsky did really good. His is really good, but it's music I can't play, so that's really nice. And then JD Witherspoon wants to be there as well.
His application to be a professor at Streamer University 2026. I myself am a creator. I've been making videos for over a decade.
So I think that it is very important and very cool. And Sayaran, I enjoy watching a lot of this stuff, right? People is applying for an application and doing this stuff. I think it's cool, right? I think it's a very good experience, and I think that it is awesome for a lot of people that want to do this. I submitted my own application. Who wants to see my Streaming University application? I know you do, guys. We're going to go to my Streaming University application. Let's go ahead and look at my Streaming University application. Observe. That was it for a minute 14 seconds. That's it. That's all I did for a minute 14. I just stared at the camera and did absolutely nothing because I feel as that's my pretty much my feelings about Streaming University. I feel pretty much nothing towards the entire experience. Now, do I think it's a great opportunity for a bunch of people? Obviously, I think it's an amazing opportunity for a bunch of people to go crazy and talk about the experience and have a great time having fun with a bunch of their favorite content creators and stuff like that. I think it's cool, right? I have a few issues, here with Streaming University that I'd like to talk about. Now, if you know Kai Cenat, Kai Cenat is a bit of a controversial figure. Kai Cenat has done a lot, and I do mean a lot of stuff that has caused for a lot of issues. Now, I think he's turned himself around. I think he's really done that. But Streamer University is interesting because it's one of those ideas that sounds genuinely fantastic when you first hear it. Bunch of creators gathering together, to sharing knowledge, learning production skills, understanding branding, networking with one another, and getting access to information that can help them succeed. Sounds amazing. There are countless talented people who never got a chance because they lack guidance. In theory, something like this could help a lot of people avoid mistakes and build sustainable careers. I think Kai Cenat deserves a credit for attempting something ambitious and different. However, the internet has a strange effect on people. I think the moment the internet has cameras on a person, attention becomes the prize. Some individuals stop thinking about learning, and then all they're thinking about is being viral. That's all that is. It's not about growth. It's toward becoming the most talked about person at Streaming University. Every interaction is content. Every disagreement, content. Every embarrassing moment, content. Every bad decision, that's content. The pursuit of attention starts consuming the purpose of the event itself. When the purpose was learning, right? We get the purpose was learning, right? That's not good. The learning is buried under the deep spectacle of what it is. Just more view. It is just more views. What worries me about creator culture in general is the speed mismatch. Knowledge spreads so slowly. Wisdom spreads slowly. Skill development spreads slowly. However, chaos, well, that's going to spread instantly. Everybody's going to love chaos. The internet rewards spectacle so much. One person can spend 6 months mastering editing techniques, but another person can go viral in 6 seconds by jumping in front of a train or attacking a big creator. Younger creators are going to see the results, then they start learning the wrong lessons. Like Rakai, for example. The wrong lesson is that attention is the only metric that will get you somewhere. The wrong lesson is that being talked about is the same as being accomplished. What should be a classroom environment is going to be just a big social experiment in clout chasing. That is what Streaming University is all it's going to be. That's all it is. It is putting water on a gas fire. That's all it is. People begin looking for the biggest moment rather than what they should be looking for. What I feel to be is the biggest takeaway. They're not looking for learning new things. They just want to make everybody talk about them. It's going to be a disruptive mindset. And the loudest person is going to get attention. The most outrageous person is going to get attention. The person creating problems is going to get attention. And the curriculum, I imagine, is going to be very attention focused. Many, many, many young people agitate the hell out of me, but it is not their fault. I feel as though they don't have any guidance or correct mentoringship in order to go through and understand and navigate the smaller intricacies of life. That is a big issue with what's going on with the streaming university, especially with all this stuff. It will be a fun spectacle. At the bare minimum, it will be a fun spectacle because they see people becoming famous through controversy. They start believing controversy, well, that could be a career path. I'm a white person, I can say the N-word, and that will get me people to talk about me. That's good. I'm a white girl with dreads, and I date only black guys, and I got gold teeth. That'll get people to talk about me. Well, I'm going to put a kitty litter. I'm going to eat kitty litter, and that'll get people to talk about me. Outrageous behavior is wildly rewarded with views, right? And I think that lesson can be incredibly damaging because attention and accomplishment are not the same thing at all. There's also a larger issue with how we treat influencers and streamers as a society in general. I think when someone reaches a certain level of fame, audiences start assigning these roles to them. They become entertainers, mentors, friends, teachers, scholars, role models, and community leaders all at once. I don't know why people listen to brain dead takes from people like Billie Eilish or people like Morgan Freeman when that's not their job. Their job is to be actors or singers. They're not good at stuff like that. You shouldn't do that, right? The audience should not expect nonsense. Well, the audience should expect purely nonsense. My foot is okay at the current moment. The audience begins expecting wisdom from people whose primary qualification was being entertaining. Popularity becomes confused with expertise, and that ruins things. And I don't think that creators are unintelligent. I think plenty of successful creators are incredibly hardworking and talented, but it does not mean that fame is evidence of wisdom, right? It doesn't mean that. Fame is evidence that somebody successfully captured attention. Okay? You gasp it? You understand what I'm saying? You get it? Those are two completely different things. A person can understand algorithms without understanding, I guess, economics or politics. A person can be a fantastic entertainer and never be a philosopher. A person can be charismatic without being qualified to guide millions through complex issues. You should not care about every single take that somebody says. I genuinely hope with my whole chest that Streaming University succeeds in whatever it's trying to do. I think the core idea is fantastic. I hope people leave with new skills, new friendships, and new opportunities. I hope creators learn how to build something meaningful. That'd be great. But I know for a fact that's not what's going to happen. Watching every event become a competition for attention feels so depressing. There's something sad about seeing opportunities for learning transformed into opportunities just for spectacle. I think the challenge is the ecosystem the university exists within inside of, and the kind of content that Kai Cenat has already popularized in order to get to the mainstay point of where he's at. An ecosystem that pays more attention to chaos rather than the craft behind the things. Because this is an ecosystem where the person who falls gets more views than the person who builds. We don't care about the actual work of growth anymore. We care about what we see after the growth. I wish we cared about the growth for 1 second. We don't. It's not going to happen. We are witnessing the worst era of humanity. I will give you a fun little tale of the take, right? A lot of people approach me. A lot of people ask me questions about how to be successful at content creation. I consider myself a medium-sized content creator. I am medium-sized. I'm not incredibly large. I am medium. I have 1/4 of a million followers on YouTube. I get about 5,000 views a video, sometimes 3,000, and I think that's pretty good for me. 3,000 is a very good sweet point, considering I upload about 2 or 3 times every single day. Reason I say this is because people don't understand that when I first started YouTube, I didn't get paid for this. YouTube is a job in which you do a lot of stuff that you don't get paid for. You just do a lot of free labor. And nobody sees the hard parts. Nobody sees all my unsuccessful videos or my unsuccessful drafts or on my unsuccessful streams. They don't see that. They just see the end result of what this endpoint is. So that's gonna get sad. I hope people learn to value hard work in some way one of these days. I don't think they will, but hopefully we can figure that out. I think people want attention more than they want anything else. So Stream University, good luck. I really hope it does well. I know it won't, but I'm hoping it does. With that being said, I'm out. Peace. Bye. 2 videos. 2 videos. I'm pretty sure I had cold water around here somewhere. Nobody cares about art, dude. Nobody cares about art. Nobody cares about any of the art. It's not important for people. I wish people cared about art. I wish people had the ability to love and learn about art and see what the beauty of what art is and what art does. Then I guess you're a nobody, and I'm proud of you because I'm a nobody too. Coaches are paid more than art and music teachers. That's because art and music aren't really getting people. I know what I hate when people say stuff like that. That's really interesting. I don't understand when people say stuff like that. Obviously, a coach of a basketball team or a sports team is going to get paid than a art and music teacher. Because what is art and music providing? It's not providing enough entertainment. People care about entertainment. No, we care about entertainment, dude. And when I say nobody cares about this stuff, if you care about this, then you're a nobody, is what I'm saying. If you care about this kind of stuff, then good. You're a nobody, just like me. Good. You should keep creating. Like painting and drawing, but music and theater are just getting less attention. Good, good, good. Because if nobody's perfect, then you're perfect. You know what I mean? Good. If nobody's perfect, then you're perfect. And that's what I want to say, right? That's really important to me, to get that stance and cross point across the world. That's really important. That's really, 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 really important. It is. It is important. So there's 2 things left to talk about. I'm going to go pee, then we'll talk about those things. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
I'm your Nick and Night, be my Laurel Angelo. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. One time, I'ma tell you one time. I don't like to repeat, I don't like to rewind. Think we need a sunset, I don't wanna revive. Ain't a need to be where you be, see my decline. Conversation gets deep, I hate the incline. Come down to your sense, maybe leave high. From the curve of your hips, I think you'll be fine. You know, go deal with it before I reply. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate. Slick shit, you must think you big shit, acting like you can do whatever you want. Go around getting into business, front like for real, we can tell what you want. Oh, hit dogs holler and you love collars. Bitch gonna say I'm wrong. I respect honor, but you deserve not us, so this don't gotta take that long. Now you want me to stay. I've been there for you. Oh, you want me to chase like they usually do. Better call me my name. I'm not over the fool. Oh, your game is your game, but I'm 2 steps up the rule. Checkmate.
What you yapping for? We don't even have to go through all the back and forth. You ain't gotta look me in my eyes. Don't do that no more.
Hello. I'm back. I'm back like I left. Hi. What's going on, guys? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? The crack is lacking. Hello, all. All right. Okay. What's going on? What's happening? So. Hey, what's cracking? Hey. Hey. It's bad, Albert. It's me. Let's go through here and see what's going on here. Yep. You sure you seem like somebody. I'm definitely a nobody. Feeling better. I'm feeling. Ah. My legs are messing me up, dude. I'm like, what we doing? Read the stream title, buddy. Right now, we're talking about hot right now. I'm really hot. Hold on, the heat's getting to me. The heat's getting to me. Will we be getting more wider political focus we're closer to midterms? Probably so. Probably so. I don't know yet. I really just do inflammatory stuff. I hope I can force people to go vote out and maybe do some carpooling in my local area. That might be the most important thing, to get people to carpool. Make sure you reminded me of Jet the Killer origin story when he slides up in his face. I don't know why you're surprised. It's Detroit. I really don't know what to tell you. I live in the D. I live in Detroit. That's just where I'm at. I just stay in. Why is my collar like this? Just like popped. I live in Detroit. Gonna go finna play some 80s. Enjoy. I'm just in Detroit. I was born in Detroit. Welcome to Detroit. Humans are going extinct. That's wild. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's cool. I'm not telling anybody where I'm moving. I'll tell you that right now. I discovered that if I tell you guys too much, you guys will hurt me. So, just want to tell you that you guys are not know where I'm moving. You'll just notice that when I do move, my background will change. That's pretty much it. So, didn't realize I clicked record. Wasn't even doing anything yet. All right. Okay. One moment while I get things set up because we're doing another video. I got a lot to talk. We got the Black Maga stuff to talk about. So that's really important to Black Maga. Because the Black Maga specifically really confuses me. I think that's something that really boggles my mind. It's Black Maga. Got that up? Cool. Have you ever been sick of black people? Yeah, that's right. Have you ever been sick of them? Me neither. I love them. I love the work they do. I'm black myself, little known fact. Maybe you couldn't pick that up from my skin tone, but I am of black variety. Yeah, I know. A little bit of a shame, isn't it? Oh, you've been thinking you've been listening to a guy of Caucus variety. I know, many people thought I was Korean for years. Oh, but sadly and happily and proudly, I'm black. And I've been seeing a lot of people that are on TikTok talking about that they are Black Maga. Now, do I think they are serious? I don't know. But I do know they get a lot of traction and views because it's kind of like being a black Klansman or a white Black Panther. I don't know. It's just really strange to see. It's very odd and it jars me and shakes me to my core seeing something like that. It's just very strange. And I feel as though we should look at these people, understand them, and talk about them, and go through and analyze what they're saying and what they're talking about. I'm always open to learning new ideas. That'd be so fun. Yeah, Palestinian Zionists. This is what we're basically seeing right here. So let's go ahead and check this out. See what he has to say about his movement, his power, and his pride, and what he's fighting for.
Being a black man, that's mega, comes with trials and tribulations.
Oh, does it? It comes with trials and tribulations. I'm happy he's telling me it comes with trials and tribulations. I thought being black in itself came with trials and tribulations, but he's playing on extra hard mode. Oh, it's great. I like when people play on extra hard mode. It's pretty cool.
But guess what, motherfuckers? I don't give a fuck. I'm here.
Oh, he doesn't care. He does. I love when they say they don't care. I love when they say I don't care about the fact that I'm black and I'm MAGA. You libtards can come attack me. It's good. I love to see that. It's fun.
For it. Being a black man that's conservative comes with ups and downs.
Well, to be fair, right, this is really cool. I don't have an issue with you being black and, I'd say, conservative, because black and conservative and black MAGA are two separate things. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of black conservative. I think a lot of black people are conservative, if I could be so crazy to say. A lot of black people have a lot of conservative values, you know? I just want to explain that to you. Like, there are a lot of black people that go to church and they believe in traditional values. That's very important. It is very, 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 very important for a lot of black people to go through that. That's not my issue. My issue specifically is you buying merch for being MAGA. There's no Democrat merch, dude. We don't have any liberal merch. I don't, unless you're talking about Pride, but I don't know. That doesn't really count, man. That's like something completely different.
Guess what, motherfuckers? I don't give a fuck. I'm here for it. Being a patriot in 2026 seems to be frowned upon.
It's not being a patriot. I think if you have love for your country and you care about patriotism and you care about the love and longevity of the Americas and the Great America Project, I think that's really cool. I think it's awesome to want to care about the country you live in. I think it's amazing to want to see the betterment of your country. I think it's strange to, dare I say, be a COON is what I'm saying.
Guess what, motherfuckers? Frown on me. Clown me. Say what you say. God bless America.
Cool. God bless them. Great. God bless America.
Making America great isn't racist. Guess what, motherfuckers? I'm American and I'm free. Make America great again. Big mega energy. Let's go, Patriots.
I feel as though he's doing this to be controversial. I really don't know the guy, so I can't really claim what he's going on. No, it's pretty much his entire thing is MAGA. It's red. His whole thing. It's nuts. His whole thing is just being MAGA. Which is, I guess, cool. Maybe that's getting him traction. It's definitely gotten him 50,000 people. Stop racism. Cool. I'm pretty sure he's talking about against white people, I feel. I feel like he's talking about racism against white people. I got a strong feeling about that guy. He's talking about that. Now we have this guy right here. This is the one that gets me ablaze. He probably is a grifter. He's probably getting money from that. But this is really important.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. But I am finally taking off the MAGA hat.
This guy... This guy is gay and MAGA. He's gay, black, and MAGA. Now this is everything bad. It's a walking contradiction. I'm confused about how he's gay, black, and MAGA. I'm not sure if there's any policies Trump has that supports him in any capacity. I don't even know what he's fighting for or against or who he's fighting with himself. He's fighting with himself, obviously. I don't know what he's doing with his life. I don't know what's happening with him. He's just so much going on with this human being.
And putting a new one right back on, because when these four clowns, all
it's anti-Trump. You can be anti-Trump and pro-America. I think being anti-Trump is more pro-America than anything at this point. He's just bringing up, Hassan Piker and all these other people. It seems to be a bit much. Is that Candace Owens? I'm sorry, you're against Candace Owens? Candace Owens is like a super conservative. Why is Candace Owens and Marjorie Taylor Greene with Hassan Piker? What is happening with this? It's because she doesn't support Israel? What? Okay, cool. This is crazy. There's so much mental and gymnastics going on. It's crazy.
From the radical left to the cockroach right are aligned with you. You have reached a positioning in politics at the peak of the horse.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second. The horseshoe theory is not real. I don't think the horseshoe theory is real. I think sometimes you say some wild statements that maybe you get into purity tests of extremism, and it makes you feel like the same way I feel about the horseshoe theory is the same way I feel about the fun parable of the homeless man and the rich man. Let's talk about the fun parable of the homeless man and the rich man. So, a rich person and a homeless person have the same exact struggle, not economically, but socially, because they're in two such far off social classes that nobody can really understand them. They don't have the struggles of the common person at all. If you're homeless, you're not worried about paying for a house or bills. All you worried about is food. And the way you get the food is wildly different. You don't understand the cost of everything. You only understand that you need to get something. That's it. And rich people have the same exact issue as homeless people. Sometimes a homeless man will be on the street and say something that sounds so psychotic, but makes sense to him. And it lets him live. Whatever he's saying, it helps him out. Same with rich people. They'll say something so psychotic and nonsensical, it's crazy. If you don't know what the horseshoe theory is, the horseshoe theory is when you go so far left, you end up going right. Or when you go so far right, you end up going left. It's that variety in that way, right? That's what it is. That's what the horseshoe theory is. It's strange.
Shoot theory. People like Thomas Massey started getting popular on the internet where the most radical voices are the loudest just to get dragged by his toupee in the primary.
I hate this guy. I don't like this person. Maybe I hate his mindset. I do not like what this person is. Thomas Massey got outed by Trump simply by virtue, right? This is important. Of calling out the Epstein files. Calling out the Epstein files. That's it. He just wanted to call out the Epstein files. That's it.
I've been trying to tell y'all that turning on President Trump is not the flex that some of you are pretending that it is. Claiming that MAGA is dead when every clown who switched up on Trump just lost their primaries while those who supported him won, it shows that the movement is alive at the polls no matter what your favorite propagandist is trying to say.
It's such a cult mentality. It's such a wild cult mentality. And there's more from this person. But I know we're talking about Black MAGA right now and Black MAGA people. But I think it's important to understand what kind of people are in MAGA and how they justify the nonsense of MAGA. And I think to do that, we have to listen to this person right here.
Hey, TikTok. Yes, I am still a proud MAGA Trump supporter. I wasn't pleased with the photo the other day. President Trump trolls a lot on media.
He posted a photo. This is him referencing. He posted a photo of himself as Jesus Christ. It was a little bit strange.
President Trump doesn't think that he's Jesus. He said that was a Red Cross picture. I don't know if I'm by what he's saying either on that. But what President Trump is, he's a sinner saved by grace, just like me and you. And what President Trump has done has kicked ass for our country. And the liberal left lunatics want us to get distracted. But we need to stay laser focused in November of 2026 with the midterms coming up. The party of common sense needs to prevail again in November. And
let's read a comment before he continues. Republican here. What Trump has done is make my life as difficult as possible. 20 years old, going to college for wildlife management. He cut FAFSA. I lost my student aid. He cut Forest Service funding and job positions. I lost my internship. Gas prices are over $7 in the rural area I live in and going up by the day. The minimum wage is $8.50. WTF am I supposed to be happy about? I pick between buying groceries and filling up my gas tank to get to school. He is not for America. You not get it right. You don't understand what you did. Very important. As a left-leaning Christian, genuine question, why be Republican to begin with? They haven't cared about them for lower and even middle class. We feel you. And statements like this don't help because people are still going to be Republican.
we're going to have a lot of detractors between now and then. But let's get the facts straight. We are not regretting our vote for President Trump. President Trump has kicked ass for our country. President Trump is the greatest president we've ever had in the history of the United States. President Trump shut down our borders and saved our country from a lot of chaos, and now he's trying to get all those illegal aliens out of our country. President Trump is the most America First president we've ever had. There's nobody like him. Trump's gangsta. He's a businessman. What Trump isn't good at is being a politician. He's not like these crazy people in Washington.
What Trump isn't good at is being a politician. What Trump isn't good at is being a politician. What Trump isn't good at is being a politician. Maybe I feel something about, okay, he's the president. If he's not good at being a politician, why is he the president? I'm sorry. I'm okay, man. Cool. Keep pushing.
Can, that just say everything you want to hear and do the exact opposite. President Trump is no nonsense, and that's why we voted for him. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, that's why we put him in office. The liberal left right now is whining and complaining about everything that President Trump does. They have Trump derangement syndrome. It's a real syndrome. I'm a daily live streamer. I see it on the daily. President Trump has stayed laser focused on putting our country first.
This guy is insane. I'm so baffled by everything this man is saying. I'm almost enamored by how wacky and just nonsensical every word that is coming out of his mouth is. I'm so laser focused on this person. It's crazy. I have no idea what he's saying. It's really nuts. I gotta listen to more of this guy.
It's not easy. It's not easy, It's not easy when you got all the pushback from the Adam Schiffs and the King Jeffries and the Chuck Schumers, some evil, evil men. But we need to stay determined and focused and keep our eye on the prize in November. That way President Trump can continue keeping our country safe, putting America first, strengthening our military, protecting our youth, finding all the missing children and trafficked children. We got it right when we put President Trump in office. And you know how I know we got it right? Because the liberal left is going crazy right now with their...
I'm just gonna let him finish. He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
Their Trump derangement syndrome. So stay laser focused. Pray for our president. He needs our prayers right now. He's a sinner just like you and me.
This gotta be a bit, right? This has to be a bit. There's no way. This has to be a bit. I'm feeling a lot better today. This has to be a bit. There's no way he's real. There's no way this person is real. I almost don't believe.
Imagine. Hey.
I almost don't believe this person. I almost don't believe this he's real. He's real. It's real. It's so real. He's real. He's real. He's a real person. He's a real person.
Hey. President Trump has stayed laser focused on putting our country first. It's not easy. It's not easy, It's not easy when you got all the pushback from the Adam Schiffs and the King Jeffries and the Chuck Schumers, some evil, evil men. But we need to put America first, strengthening our military, stay laser focused, gonna be the be-all, end-all. You know what the be-all, end-all is? Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus is the only answer. Hopefully there's been a time when you realize that you're a sinner. Jesus paid that price for you and you accepted him by faith. That's really should be who your eternal hope should be in, not in some politician. I stand behind President Trump because I feel like he gives my family and my kids a future, and I will continue to support President Trump and focus on the positive things that he does. Do I wish sometimes he'd stay off social media and all that stuff? Sure. Because, we know that he's not a good politician. He doesn't fit Washington's mold, and that's why we love him so much. I also will say this. The MAGA movement is bigger than President Trump. Let me say that again. The MAGA movement is bigger than President Trump. The America First movement, the patriotic movement, the Party of Common Sense movement, the America First movement, that's MAGA, and that's never going to change. We're the majority. We need to act like it. Let's stay focused on November of 2026. Share this video out if you see this on your FYP, and God bless every one of you. And if you ever see this live flashing, I'm a daily live streamer. I'd love. I
I feel as though there's this camp of religious people that have this idea of God in their head, and that very idea of God reflects them and not actual God. I feel as though there's these camp of people who have this vision of what God is, and it matches all their beliefs and all this stuff in their mind. It matches all the stuffs in their mind about what they think God is, and any different interpretation of that ruins the illusion of what they think God is. God is vengeful, spiteful. He lets me drink. He lets me not take care of my wife mentally. He lets me be the provider, and it's crazy. They make God them. It's insane. It's really, really weird. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. But okay. Let's go to the black to back MAGA. All right, let's go to this guy.
Trump just got shot. And as someone who voted against Trump in both 2016 and 2020, this is a cause for deep reflection by me. And my question is, have we been told the truth at any point over the last 8 years about who Trump is and what's actually
I hate these people. I feel like I'm not gonna like these people.
going on here? A lot of people who are pro-Trump have been saying that this is the playbook of they, whether it's a deep state or, some shadowy interest in the government. First, they try to cancel you. So they say shit about your character. They say things that can't actually be proven. They take quotes from you that make you basically look bad. The second thing that they try to do is they try to convict you of something. In this case, trumped up charges about you paying legal expenses to a porn star for her to not say that you had sex with her. It's like, morals aside, like, is that really a big deal enough to convict someone? And then the third thing that they try to do is they try to kill you. And that's just what happened with Trump. And actually,
it's just this wild echo chamber of nonsense. It's just this wild echo chamber of people that think they're one of the good ones. I don't grasp these people. I feel as though we're living in two separate realities. They think they're smart. They think they're wildly intelligent, but push comes to shove, when history happens, when they see all the stuff in collective, what's happening, when they see what the world is going to become, what would they say when the world is in flames? At least it's not cold. Is that what we're going to say? I don't know. I really don't know.
I've been updating my view on Trump recently, and I've started going back to some of the things that I was told that he said, and some of them he literally did not say. Like, for example, you remember when we were told that he said of white supremacists and other racists in a rally that he said that they were good people? It's not true. If you actually watch the whole clip, and I'll share a link to the clip here, you can see that he's clearly saying there were other people at the rally who are good people. So this is a time where it's really hard to know what
a wild semantic. What a wild semantic. Well, he didn't say the people there. There are other people that at the rally that are good people. It reminds me of the good people are. There are good racist people, guys. There are racist people that are good people. It reminds me of that. Like Alex Rawson and stuff. It reminds me of that. So here goes. The final Black MAGA thing I want to talk about.
Imagine watching Trump get shot, multiple assassination attempts against him and his family, a decade-long smear campaign, and him nearly being thrown in prison just to turn your back on him because you don't understand why we have to stop Iran from creating nukes. President Trump doesn't enjoy being in war with Iran, but we have to mow the lawn or the weeds of radical Islam start growing back every time. And no matter how loud you people are online attacking him, I want to remind you again that the internet opinion is not reflecting at the polls. Every Republican who has went against President Trump has either lost their primary or been exiled from politics. Not because President Trump kicked them out, but because the American people did.
No, it's because President Trump kicked him out. He's actively weaponizing his words. Oh my God. Yeah. He has like, 3/4 of a million people just because he's grifting so hard for the right. He's grifting crazy hard. He's not going to change at all. He's not going to change in any, there's no way this person's going to change. Oh my God. This is so evil. And it's so many people like this that just have this mindset. And I heard this statement, right? I think about this statement a lot. It kills me to hear it because people keep saying this. Because I know a lot of black people who are conservative. I know black people who are conservative. They're not pro-Trump. They're conservative. Big two difference between those two things. being a black conservative and being black MAGA. I think black conservatives have existed for generations. Many black people hold traditional values. Many black families are deeply religious. Many grew up in churches that emphasize family structure, personal responsibility, community movement, and faith. None of that is wildly unusual to me. That's just how a lot of black conservatives, that's just what they are. What's strange is when people start supporting movements that openly target protections that were created because discrimination existed and continues to exist. You can believe in personal responsibility and still believe that the systems are broken. You can believe in faith and still believe that racism is real, right? You can figure those things out. Those are very still things. I think one of the biggest talking points in MAGA spaces has been attacking DEI initiatives. Many people do not seem to understand why these policies existed in the first place. They were created because discrimination was happening. That's it. Whether it was against veterans or minorities or women, employers, institutions, and organizations repeatedly demonstrated they could not be trusted to treat everyone fairly on their own. The entire reason protections were established was because racism was real. It was measured, documented, and visible throughout American history. That's what it is. That's the entirety of what it is. The documents are still there. The history didn't just disappear. That's the whole thing there. That's the nonsense of it, right? The racism did not evaporate just because people stopped saying, "Oh, the racism" in general, right? When people cheer for the removal of the protections of DEI that I've noticed, they often present it as a victory for merits alone. They imagine a world where everyone simply competes equally and the best candidate wins. And I think that idea, that concept, is a very nice idea. You know, the most qualified person gets hired. It feels fair and ideal. However, the reality of the situation is that human beings are not perfectly rational creatures making perfectly objective decisions. We obviously carry biases, assumptions, fears, stereotypes, and preferences all the time. The person who claims to be completely objective is insane. No one is completely objective. Everybody is obviously subjective. If you were completely objective, you would not have a favorite anything. You wouldn't have a favorite pizza topping. You wouldn't have a favorite ice cream. You wouldn't have anything. History repeatedly shows that discrimination does not disappear simply because the law stopped mentioning race. People discriminate through networking, right? Through assumptions, through culture, through who they trust, who they feel comfortable around, who they believe belongs in a particular space. None of this requires someone to stand on the table screaming slurs. Biases always are going to exist. It's 1,000 tiny decisions that add up over time. A hiring manager who only interviews people from their personal network. A personal committee that values culture fit over qualifications. A workplace where certain voices are interrupted. Doesn't hire black women ever. This is why I made it, so everyone else can too, argument that I keep hearing is so frustrating. Individual success does not erase systemic problems. A person can overcome barriers while those barriers still exist. A person can achieve extraordinary things, while others face obstacles there never should have been in the first place. I think your personal experience does matter, but it cannot become the only lens which you interpret the experiences of millions of people. That is disgusting. Some black MAGA supporters seem convinced that if they work hard enough, say the right things, demonstrate enough loyalty, they will be viewed primarily as individuals. I understand wanting that world to exist. I think most people want that world to exist. I think the issue is that society frequently categorizes people before it understands them. Humans are tribal. Humans sort information into groups. Humans make judgments quickly. We constantly reduce people into symbols, categories, and assumptions very long before we know who they actually are. It is an automatic reduction. It's the same way as you may not think you view people as ugly or pretty but you do view them as ugly or pretty based on how your preferences of who they are happens. What makes it even stranger and stranger is the tendency to dismiss the experiences of other black people. If someone talks about discrimination, they are told they are making excuses. If someone discusses racism, they are accused of playing a victim. If someone points out any disparities, they are told those disparities are imaginary. Entire whole communities can describe patterns that they have seen for decades, only to have experiences waved away because they conflict with someone's personal worldview. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. This does not create any understanding. All I see is denial. The reality is that racism does not vanish because one person succeeds. It does not disappear because one company hired a black executive. It does not disappear because some people genuinely judge others fairly. Progress is obviously real, and I think it's definitely worth celebrating for other people, but pretending the work is finished serves nobody. If the goal is a society where character genuinely matters more than race, then protections against discrimination remain important. Ignoring reality does not make reality disappear. A better future comes from recognizing problems honestly and working to solve them. You cannot pretend that problems no longer exist. You can be conservative and still believe that racism is real. You can believe in personal responsibility and still think all the systems that exist are broken. You can love your country and still want it to be better. You are not doing anything by being Black MAGA because you are a part of a cult. The cult of personality that is Donald Trump. If you endure and love a politician who is not a good politician, then what are you doing with your life? What is the reality of what you're doing? You're doing nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I do genuinely mean you're doing literally nothing. And I hate that. With that being said, thank you guys so much for checking out my video. Hello, live chat. Pleasure to see you all. It's disgusting. I hate what's going on here. And if you guys want to see more content like this, don't forget to follow the live channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. And if you guys want to support me, I'm going through immense pain right now throughout my foot. And my car got completely destroyed. We are working with my GoFundMe. We are about halfway through to the goal. And I would love it if we can complete the goal very soon. Bye, YouTube. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at, and I'm out. Peace. Bye. All right. Boom. We got it. We got, that's 3 videos. That's crazy. We've done so much work. We've done amazing. We've done amazing. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's amazing. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. Oh, Squid is live. What's Squid doing? What's Squidami doing? I still think it's really odd. It's really, really odd to do that stuff. It just seems strange. Just seems really, really, really strange. Just odd. Even during cave times, people were sociable and empathetic. Obviously resolved this, and they used reverse dominance hierarchies to prevent the prize. Yeah. I do agree institutions are the issue. You're right, Claire. You're not incorrect. You are wildly correct about the fact that institutions are the issue. It's true. Let's see, what's Squidami doing? Let's see. Well, she's got a wig on doing something. Hold on. One moment. Let's see what our goat Squid is doing. The issue is very complex. It is, how do we stop MAGA? We can't. We can't. You can't really stop a cult until they realize the cult is destructive. They have to want to stop the cults. You have to want to not be a part of a cult. And I don't know many cult people that don't want to be a part of a cult, to be quite honest with you. I really don't. I wish I did. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see what this creature's doing. Hold on. This is our goat Squid.
The spike? You're talking about my hair? What is that supposed to mean? Who is Nishikawa? Bend? Because we're playing Bendy. Am I right? Why? Because we're playing Bendy.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold up a second. Let's see what goes on. Hold on. Hold
Why did I
on.
join and see this? It's a Bakugo takeover after all. Why so arguing and angry, Bakugo-chan? Don't call me Bakugo-chan! Or Baka-chan! Baka just means stupid. You refer to me as Great Explosion, Murder, God, Dynamite. That's it, you plebeians. Oh my god. Snow, thank you so much for the 5 subs! Are you ready to do this thing, Snow? Are you ready? W Snow! W Snow! Wait, that was so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. I might have to pay it back.
All right, she's having a good time. Very happy for her. Yeah, she's having a great time. So that's cool. She's having a great time. That's cool. Great for her. That's awesome. That is super awesome. She's having the time of her life. She's using a wig. She has a wig on. She has a wig and a skull cap. She just has a wig and a skull cap. I can't really learn because I thought YouTube was swinging. Nah, it's just these pain meds are making me sleepy. I'll tell you that right now, these pain meds are making me sleepy. Ugh. All right, chat. All right, guys. I think we've talked about all the things I wish to talk about. I will now edit the videos. That will be my thing for today. I'm gonna edit these videos. Have a good time doing that. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. I hope things are going good. Hopefully I'll be walking better soon tomorrow. That'll be cool. I just kind of wince when I walk right now. So, ointment's hoping. That's pretty cool. And, yeah. Very nice. You did hit the end of the stream. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at, guys. And I'm out. Peace. Bye.